Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lesson 17, Pop Grooves. Now, as I explained, this is called Pop Grooves, but it's really for many, many styles of music. You can hear these in rock, you can hear them in country, you can hear them in hip hop, you can hear them in metal music. But it's mostly in pop. In fact, they started in disco music. So, our first example there, okay? This is an example of what's called a linear groove. And this is a lesson that comes much later, but a linear groove basically means that nothing is playing at the same time. Each limb is playing something by itself. So on this one, what we have is we have the bass drum, 1 and 3, snare drum on 2 and 4, as usual, but our hi-hat is only going to be playing on the ands, okay? So it will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? A bit faster. So yes, you can hear it's going, bass, hat, snare, hat, bass, hat, snare, hat. Each one separately, okay? Next groove is going to be the same thing, except we're going to be playing 4 on the floor, okay? So you get this. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? The bass drum is playing with the snare drum. Okay, the next example, we're going to play with an open hi-hat sound now, okay? So, remember, what we're doing here is we're opening the hi-hat, and we're still playing 4 on the floor. So your feet are basically going to be moving together. They're just going like this, right? Coming down at the same time. So you just probably want to start off by going... Just getting used to how that feels, and once it feels good, add the snare drum on 2 and 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, and then we're going to do the same thing, open hi-hat, but this time we're not going to be playing 4 on the floor, okay? So just, again, like the first one, the bass will only be on 1 and 3. We're not going to play the bass drum with the snare drum this time. So remember, what happens here is the left side of your body, your left hand and your left foot are going to be coming down together there, okay? Don't play the bass drum there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, and last week we had an exercise where we were going to switch between them, okay? It's very common in songs when you're playing this stuff. In the verse, you'll be playing with a closed hi-hat. In the chorus, you'll be playing with an open hi-hat. So we're going to play 2 bars of the closed and then go 2 bars open, and we're going to switch back and forth. Remember, when you first start doing this, it's probably just a good idea just to do 1 bar of each so you can practice getting that switch between them down. But once you learn how to kind of, do that switch, then turn it into a 2-bar thing, okay? So we'll start off with the 4 on the floor way. It'll go like this. And now we open. back to close. 2, 3, 4, bar 2, 2, 3, 4, open. 2, 3, 4, bar 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing, but bass drum just on 1 and 3, okay? All right, awesome. So, practice those. Usually I don't tell you guys to get things to a certain speed, but a good idea with these is to aim for at least 120 beats per minute, okay? Because that's the tempo of your standard pop songs. Usually you can play these things up in the area of like 140, 150. They'll kind of get that fast if you're playing like a lot of kind of indie rock songs and things like that. But at the bare minimum, try to get these to 120 beats per minute, okay? And remember, like, you don't have to do it all in one day. It may take you a few months to get up to 120. The point is to practice it every day. Keep getting faster. Use that metronome. You will get there. All right, guys. See you again soon.